Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, man. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Excuse me. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's good, KC, John, Killmonger, Luis, Greg, William, Trey, Cruddy, Misfit, Rasta, Francisco, Jacqueline, Steadfast, Pascal, 410, Jaden. Let's go, man. Sorry if I'm super loud. Obviously, those who traded with me last week, you guys know I moved my mic around. So if it's louder than normal, I apologize. Just try to turn it down if you can. Hopefully it sounds better on your guys' end. If it's too loud, let me know, and I'll be sure to turn it down. But hopefully it does sound better for you guys. That's the ultimate goal. Hopefully it does sound better. Does it sound better or no? How we sounding now? Should be a lot clearer. Should be good to go on your guys' end, which is most important, you know? But yeah, man. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And let's get it, man. We had a big week ahead of us. We had a big week last week, man. Last week was huge. And yeah, man, I'm excited to get into tonight's live. And yeah, man, let me know when you guys are ready. If you guys can hear clear and see clear, be sure to drop a ready in the chat and we'll get this thing going. Let's get it. Sounds a lot better. Okay, cool. Alrighty, guys. A lot of you guys know how we structure these lives. For anybody that's new here, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the economic calendar first, and then we're going to get into the watch list for the week ahead. It does not look like our like thing is working once again. I think this is like the third week in a row. So honestly, I'm about to trash can that widget that they offer here, and we'll just keep a note of it. And at the end, we'll do the giveaways as always, because it doesn't look like it's working, and I'm not sure why. But alrighty, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let me go ahead and make this bigger, that way you guys can see a little bit better. And let's do the damn thing, man. So here we go. Starting off September 23rd, Monday. Usually we don't have data on Monday, but this week we do. Kicking it off here with PMI. That is going to be at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, September 23rd. Kicking off the week here with PMI, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, we have consumer confidence. That is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's Tuesday, September 24th. Wednesday, September 25th, we have new home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be a big point, especially following Monday and Tuesday. Give me 1 second here. Let me get Turbo situated. I don't know why it wants to be a menace tonight. I don't know why. All right, there we go. Thursday. Thursday is probably the biggest day this week. We got a whole lot going on here on Thursday. That's going to be September 26th. Kick it off, we have durable good orders. That is going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by GDP and jobless claims with J. Powell speaking right before market open. So this is the big day here. Thursday, September 26th. This is a very, 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 very important day of this upcoming trading week. As you guys can see, durable good orders, big data point in itself. GDP, big data point in itself. Jobless claims is pretty regular, and we have J. Powell speaking all before market open. So Thursday's gonna be a very big day here. I would recommend staying cash from Wednesday into Thursday just in case we see a big move, which we can't account for in terms of the charts on Thursday. That is my recommendation to you guys. But the biggest day of the week in terms of economic data this week is going to be Thursday, September 26th. Jobless claims, durable good orders, GDP, and Powell speaking at 9:20, 10 minutes before market open. So going to be a very tricky day here on Thursday. But Friday, very chill day here. Some very key data points though. We have PCE, that is going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, September 27th, followed by consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys notice here, as I stated on my Sunday watch list, this week is jam-packed, right? Not to forget to mention, we have Fed speakers sprinkled all throughout the week, right? So we have data Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Biggest day of the week is Thursday and Friday. We have Fed speakers all throughout the week. In my opinion, none of them really matter. We never really see too much volatility from others outside of JPOW. So the biggest day this week, again, is going to be Thursday, September 26th, where we have GDP, PCE, jobless claims, and then Powell speaking at 9:20. So make sure you guys are being safe here, specifically on Thursday, not swinging from Wednesday into Thursday on those shorter expirations. If you're in longer term swings, that's completely fine. Make sure you're being aware of those big data points, specifically on Thursday and Friday. But yeah, man, that's what we've got to look forward to this week in terms of economic data. Thursday and Friday, we can definitely see a big move in the market. We have the catalyst to do so. So big day this week is going to be Thursday going into Friday. Now, I got a question for you guys. I keep getting alert that the sound might be a little too loud, right? Is it good on your guys' end? I know you can adjust it. I would rather it be loud and you can turn it down versus too quiet and you can't turn it up enough. So, in your opinion, right? 1 through 10, how does it sound on your end? 10 being perfect, 1 being shit. How we sounded? How we sounded on your guys' end? 1 being totally shit, need to fix it ASAP. 10 being, hey, we're good, let's get it. Awesome, cool. All right, that makes me happy. Awesome. To be honest, listening to how the mic setup is now, I don't know how you guys dealt with the other mic for the past 2 years, 3 years. It's the same mic, but the position I had it in sounded like shit. All you guys heard was that other fan I had, so hopefully this is a lot better. Alrighty, you guys, let's get into these charts for the week ahead. We're going to kick it off here with ES. Before we get into the charts, I got a question for you guys. You want to go over futures real quick? The reason I said that is because I just checked and I have an open position. We'll go over ES and NQ, then I'll get into that if you guys are interested. But ES here. Let's talk about the monthly chart. Pretty much nearing the end of September here. It's the 22nd, so we are nearing the end. This monthly candle is going to be super important moving forward. As you guys can see, we built very, very well through August. August's price action was absolutely insane. Pushed down into this massive demand here at 5,100. Market held those previous highs. We absolutely formed a ripper of a close in terms of August with this massive bullish pin bar. September here, we've seen, and this is important, right? I want you guys to understand something. The reason I'm recapping these candles is because all of them tell a story, right? You guys know this. I've said this for a long time. These candles, these charts are like a book. You just got to know how to read them, right? Every single one of these candlesticks tells a story. There's structure behind it, right? So when you look at a candle like August, for example, where at one point in time, this candle was fully red. This was a very bearish candlestick at one point, and then it flipped into a very bullish candlestick. That tells a massive story. Hey, sellers attempted to show their hand. Buyers said, watch out, hold my beer. We got this, right? That is huge, right? And then you have September here, which historically is a bad month for the market. We've seen a sell-off early on in the month. Sellers, again, tried to show their hand. Buyers quickly said, hey, watch out. I got this. Hold my beer. And here we are now. So the context in which we're pushing all-time highs is we've seen insane strength through these past 2 months, right? So this monthly chart here is, in fact, still very, very, very bullish. Now, do we have all the volume in the world? Absolutely not. But what's most important is price action, right? And you guys can see we are very, very, very strong, right? Very, very strong. So monthly chart still intact in terms of upside. Weekly chart, I would consider this a very strong chart as well, right? We had that big 10% pullback here, a nice correction, pushed into all-time highs, pulled back, put in another higher low here, and then broke those all-time highs. So uptrend is very much so intact here on the monthly and weekly, right? These are very, very strong charts, especially with SPY and ES trading now at all-time highs. Daily chart, I would consider this still very, very strong, right? If you look at the daily chart in terms of structure, same thing, right? This chart is still very strong. Just swept those recent highs, swept those all-time highs, and now we're building very nice. What I really want to talk about is last week's action, right? We had FOMC on Wednesday. FOMC's close was very bearish. Again, next day, buyers bought it up. Extremely strong gap up that following morning, right? That says a lot, right? That says absolutely a ton, right? So here we are now. We had Friday, which is essentially just the inside day where it was trading inside of the previous day's highs and lows. Now we're forming this 3-bar play, right? We have the breakout bar, which is number 1. We have the pause bar, which is number 2. And then we have the 3rd bar here, which would be that 3-bar if we got that continuation above previous day's highs, which we are now. So again, monthly strong, bullish, weekly bullish, strong. Daily is very strong and bullish here, right? So we need to be trading with the trend. That's the ultimate goal this week. Getting down to the hourly charts, we're really going to find our levels and narrow down our trading plan for this upcoming week. So with that being said, right, one of my kind of slap in the face moments last week was, don't get me wrong, right? Tesla was a great trade, right? We absolutely bottom ticked Tesla for 100%, right? Well, excuse me, we sold for 40%, then it ran 100%. So we didn't catch 100%, but it did go 100%. Besides the fact, right, I should have been more focused on buying the dip here in terms of ES and NQ. I'm going to explain to you guys why, right? This was just a trend bounce, right? There's a big difference. I was overly focused on Friday scalping when I should have been trading next week contracts and focused on swinging over the weekend to catch this move, right? Because essentially all this was a break and retest, right? We had that massive supply here, 57.30, 57.40, which we spoke about last week, got that clean gap over it after FOMC on Thursday, then got that clean retest on Friday. This is where we should have entered a swing long, right? Instead, I was just in that scalping mindset. So that's a mistake that I made, right? But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to try to capitalize on the price action this week, and these charts are absolutely beautiful, right? So from just a structure standpoint here, why do I have ads on? I don't have ads on. There should be no ads on. I don't know how to do that. There's ads? What do you mean? I'm mad confused. Hold up. Are y'all trolling or are y'all like serious? Stop the show real quick. Hold on. Can someone, like, that's serious, tell me that there's ads or not? Okay, Sandy just said they're ads. Okay. Hold the fuck up. I'm not getting paid, so why the fuck are you putting ads on my shit is my question. Y'all start paying me for it. That's a different story, but hold on. Oh, fuck. Give me 1 second, y'all. I have no clue what's going on. Half y'all are saying there's ads. Half y'all are saying there isn't ads. Just one in the beginning. I still don't know why there's ads though. So regardless of the fact, if there's ads, I need to figure out why they're ads. This is, you know, my live. If they're putting ads on my live, that means that they're making money from this live, and I'm not making money. Those of you who attended my lives for the past 4 years, I've never had ads before, so I'm trying to figure out why there's ads on this live here. I mean, I'll figure about it after, but if it's interrupting the live, I don't want them. You get what I'm saying? If it's interrupting your guys' yeah, it shouldn't be ads on a live. That's what I thought. It interrupted for like 16 seconds. Okay, just give me 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Apologize about this. Just trying to get this situated. Let me click on the video. I want to go to settings, make sure nothing's different here. Analytics. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, cool. Back to the program. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to check it after. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. Back to ES here. If it happens again, let me know. And I generally don't know what I can do. Hopefully, I can check it out after. But yeah, I apologize for that, guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, back to ES. That's what we're talking about. So moving forward, right? Monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, hourly, very bullish here. The game plan for ES, right? Major level to watch here, 57.30, 57.40, same level we were watching last week. As you guys can see, we essentially just had that beautiful break and retest, pull back into the demand, held on Friday, right? Now we're just continuing to the upside as expected. So the game plan here is, right? What we need to be focused on, two things. One, a pullback. If we pull back in a 57.40, 57.30, that's where we can look for a demand bounce. Or if we continue to show strength, right? My main watch here, right? If we can get above 5,800, these previous all-time highs, this is where we can confidently look to pick up those dips for upside continuation into new all-time highs. This is the main watch, right? Main watch. Hands down, top watch for the week ahead, above 5,800, hang on tight. We're very likely to go parabolic, right? So the game plan is, as long as we're holding this 57.30, 57.40, you can't be short into that demand, right? You can't. If we get above 5,800, that's where we can look to go long for that continuation to the upside. As of right now, this chart looks like it wants a lot higher, right? Showed you guys the monthly, the weekly, the daily, all these time frames are in confluence, which is a big portion of having confidence in trades and conviction in a trend, right? This is super important. Now, you guys know I like to always give you guys an open-ended game plan. So let's say, for example, market somehow gets weak, right? If we get weak and we get back below 57.30, that's where we can confidently look to go short, back down into this 56.70. Major level here is 56.70, right? This is the structure. If we sweep these recent lows here and we get below them, this is where the downside could get very aggressive, okay? So that's the game plan here. Very important game plan for the week ahead. No ads now? Okay, cool. Dope. All I did was turn off monetization for my whole page. So that's what I did. If I have to do that moving forward, that's fine. I turn it on, obviously, for my videos on my main page, like the Weeble ones and stuff like that, so I can get paid for them. But it shouldn't do it for the live. It's never done it before, so I don't know why. But yeah, man, that's what I'm watching on ES. So everybody's good to go now with the ad thing. They're not popping up, right? How frequent were they? That's what I want to know. If I somehow made money from this live, that would be awesome. It'd be like the first time ever. I do this generally for you guys for free. I mean, I'm sure everybody who's attended these lives, it's been the same forever. You know, you guys never seen that before. Neither have I. But yeah, man, that's what we're watching on ES. Beautiful chart for the week ahead. Let's go over to hop over to NQ here. I know a lot of you guys like to follow along, so let me know when you're ready, and we will rock out. Let's get it. Yeah, I've been doing these lives for literally years. Never had ads. Years. All right, y'all ready? Let's rock out. Here we are, NQ. For those who don't know what NQ is, this is Nasdaq. This is the future for QQQ. Similar chart here in terms of structure. Same exact structure as NQ. I mean, ES pretty much, right? Pushed down into this macro demand here at 17,000. Formed that beautiful double bottom. Had a very bullish close here through August. September, seen that nice pullback. Quickly was bought up. And here we are currently trading with this nice bullish hammer doji into that previous month's high. This is a very bullish chart as of right now, as you guys can see. Got that nice correction. followed by a strong close after that correction in the same month, which is absolutely insane. And then September here, very nice push through September so far. Weekly chart, same structure, right? Pulled back into this major demand, held after that correction, put a new higher low here after last week's pullback. Here we are back into this massive inflection point on NQ. And that's what I really want to talk about right now is this NQ 20,250 level. Yes, this overall chart is very bullish, right? Without doubt, right? Everybody can see that this chart is bullish, right? You see we had this nice pullback, put in a higher low, higher low, higher low. We're building into these highs. That's absolutely awesome. But this level right here, 2250, is the line in the sand, right? You guys can see what has happened every single time we have tested this level. It's gave us significant trouble. Okay, so right now, moving forward into this upcoming trading week, we need to have all eyes on this 2250 level. I like to build into it, right, in terms of how we're approaching. We're approaching and we're building very nice, had a nice consolidation. Even now, right, in terms of a daily perspective, this chart is very nice, right? We had that weakness after FOMC followed by a very nice gap up. Then Friday, we had that inside day forming that second bar. So similar chart to ES. We're looking for that nice 3-bar play, which we're getting right now. And that's the exact trade I took tonight, right? I'm going to give you here. I'll actually show you guys right now. So if you guys see here, we're getting off topic, right? I hope you guys are okay with this. But this is a trade that I took tonight, right? On my small futures account. I'll show you guys in 1 second. But a 3-bar play, right? We have obviously the consolidation here. We have the break of the consolidation, which is always going to be the first bar. Second bar was the inside day, right? As we can see here on Friday. Third bar is the continuation bar once you break above that previous candle's high of that inside bar. This is one of my favorite setups to trade in terms of continuation, both on the 5 hourly and daily. And this is exactly how I'm up right now trading NQ. So if you go look at NQ, right, this is my real live brokerage. I'll show you guys in 1 second. But you guys can see here, right, this is a real live account. This is my smaller account. You can see right now I'm up $160 on one contract. This is a micro, right? So this is like the small account version of NQ, right? And you guys can see here, if you look down at my watch list, the point value for MNQ, which is the micro version of NQ, is $2, right? So what that means is every $1 that NQ moves, I make or lose $2, right? Now the regular NQ, which is a mini, is $20. So every $1 that NQ moves is $20, which it usually moves $40 to $60 in a 5-minute candle. So you could be making or losing $800 to $1,000 in a 5-minute candle trading NQ. But if you have a smaller account like I'm growing here, that's why I trade the micro, because the point value is much lower. It's a lot less volatile. But as you guys can see here, I bought one contract on that exact setup I just showed you on that NQ daily, that 3-bar play. Right, so once we broke that previous day's high, that's where I went long, right? You can see here, I bought one contract, and right now I'm up $160 per on that one contract because we made, since then, about an 80-point move, right? So this is the beautiful thing about Webull. I just put up a Webull video on YouTube on how to trade futures on it. But yeah, this is the beautiful thing about it. After I enter position, I can literally walk away and forget about it. I can set my take profit. Say, for example, I'll put it at 2,200, right? I'm going to put my stop loss. I'm going to put it in profit, actually. I'm going to put my stop loss and profit here at $90, right? So what's going to happen is if NQ, right now, I could literally walk away, close my Webull, and not look at it again, right? If we push into my target, I'm automatically going to get sell, right? If we pull back, I have a trailing stop here. If it hits it, it'll sell in profit. This is the beautiful thing about futures, right? Which I have another video coming out soon, breaking down the actual components and framework of futures versus options and what the difference is, right? So, but yeah, this a future standpoint, you cannot manage risk. And from a risk to reward perspective, it's not the same as options. Futures exceeds every aspect in terms of risk to reward. They're much better to trade for that reason. But I just posted on my backup Instagram about this account, but you guys can see here, and not many people do this, right? You hear a ton of furus starting small accounts to bring people in, but they never finish them. You never hear about it again. We don't do that shit over here, right? When we start something, we finish it. And I'll be the first to admit a small account is insanely hard to grow. But you guys can see here, in the past 3 months, I've turned this account from 5K into 16K. So I'm up you know, what is that? I don't know, 250, 300% in this account, right? You guys can see here the calendar, anything I've made or done. You guys can see the P&L graph. I'll even refresh it. You guys can see this is a real live account. But yeah, so this is the goal here to get to 25K. Then I'm not sure, I might do 25 to 50 or make it do 9 to 5 and do it again. But whatever the case may be, this is why I love trading futures, right? It's super easy to manage risk and it's much, much better, right? Bro, what the fuck? Another ad. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I don't know, guys. I'm y'all are stressing me out, man. Y'all are stressing me out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Don't beat me up. I don't know. I hope I get paid for it. That's all that matters, right? Y'all guys are stressing me out, so I hope I get compensated for it. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, man. I truly am. Those of you guys who've been attending the lives over the years know for a fact I've never had ads before, and I genuinely don't know why they're on tonight. I apologize about that. Hopefully they stop. That's all I can say. I hope so. Anyway, so that's what I'm watching there with ES. That's what I'm watching there. In Q, big levels we need to pay attention to, right? We covered the daily here, we covered the weekly. What we need to be paying attention to here, right? First and foremost, you guys can see we cleared that massive supply, right? This massive supply here, 19,875, 19,925. This is absolutely huge, right? Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the live, is where I should have been more focused on catching a bigger portion of the move versus scalping on Friday, right? Like this break and retest was an A+ swing, right? Like 100%. Yes, given it was high risk over the weekend, but that break and retest here was just a beautiful A+ swing. I should have gave it a little attention, but it is what it is, right? You know, ultimately it is what it is. What we need to be watching this week, that's most important, right? Now, I didn't post this on my watch list, obviously, because it just happened. But what I would watch right now, if you guys trade futures, this is what I would watch right now, right? You guys can see we just cleared the supply here on the hourly, right? So if you trade futures, right, and you want to set up for the morning or overnight, right? If we pull back into this 2085, 2070 here in a little bit, right? This is where you can look to go long, right? Look to go long back in that 2200. So if we pull back on NQ into this 20,070, 20,085, that's where you can look to get long here, right? This is a higher risk setup, obviously, but into the morning, this looks like a great setup, right? That's why I'm long on it right now. My target's back into 2200, but right now, even right now, theoretically, if we pull back, it's a great setup. But the main levels that we need to be watching, right? If NQ pulls back, main levels we need to be watching, 19,875, 19,925. This is what we need to be watching for a demand bounce, right? Same level we've seen from Friday. This is the high conviction, high confidence demand bounce we can look to trade. Now, in terms of upside, I spoke about a level here at 2250. This is the level, right? When we're talking about levels, this is the level of all levels, right? 2250. You guys can see that's that massive pivot we've pretty much been pinned below since we broke it 3 or 4 months ago, right? So in order to be confident in upside continuation on NQ, QQQ, we need to see a break and hold above 2250. If we do get that break and hold, my opinion, it's a hang on tight situation. We're likely to squeeze much, much higher back into 2500. So main watch here is 2250. If we can get above those highs, that's where we look for this pullback to go long. If we get that pullback into 19,875, 19,925, that's where we look to take that high confidence demand bounce, right? And you guys know I like to prepare you guys for all scenarios. Like I said, if the market gets weak and we get below 19,875, that's where we can confidently look to go short for continuation back down to this 19,560. So the inflection point here in terms of downsides, 19,875. Okay, so make sure you guys are locked in here. Important levels to watch: 19,875, 2250. Okay, very, very, very important levels for the week ahead. Yeah, man, let's get it. Also, I just want to add a note here, right? I just showed you guys the past 3 months, I grew that small futures account from 5K into 16K. At the same time, I grew a small account on futures from 5K into 25K at the exact same time with options. Now, I'm not one to toot my own horn or anything, but I didn't just grow one small account at one time. I grew two. You know, I had to pat myself on the back for that one. You know? Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Growing a small account is fucking hard. And I'll be the first to admit that. And I'm a very, very, very experienced trader. Right? I'll be the first to admit to you. Like, when people ask me, hey, can you do a challenge? I kind of tell them no. Like, I don't want to fucking do a challenge. And trading up, you know, hard enough as is. Right? Hard enough as is. So when you add that complicating factor and pressure, it doesn't be there. It's tough. But alrighty, guys, we covered ES, we covered NQ. Let's get into QQQ and SPY here. So let's go over to QQQ since we're going over NQ. Obviously, the charts are relatively the same in terms of structure, right? Very, very strong charts here. But again, all eyes here on QQQ. That 20,250. Remember that, 20,250. Okay, this is the level. This is that structure. This is the line in the sand. This is huge. Okay, this is huge, 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 huge. So, with that being said, QQQ. Yeah, that's weird. No, I don't know why they're doing that, man. It's pissing me off. Massive, massive, massive level here. 486.25. Okay. That 486.25 correlates to that NQ 20,250. This is the main watch. If we can get that clean break and hold above 486.25, that's where we can confidently look to go long on QQQ back into this 491, 493. As you guys can see, this is a massive supply up here. That is why we need to be watching this area, 1, for continuation, or 2, for a weakness, for a potential reject off of this supply, right? So that's the game plan here. If we get above 486.25, that's the top main watch for a long position to go long into this 491, 493 area where we can then look for a reject. If we get above 491, 493 specifically, that's when we'll see that move back into 500. So absolute beautiful, beautiful chart here. And just to clarify on what I was speaking about earlier with QQQ is Friday specifically, right? This is an A+ swing setup. I had my head in the ground like a fucking ostrich on Friday trading Tesla, which was a great trade. But I should have been more aware of what QQQ was actually doing, right? I should have been more aware, without doubt, right? You guys can see Friday, we kind of just flagged right back into this beautiful resistance. And that was just an A+ break and retest scenario where we could have absolutely slammed QQQ with some size and swung it over the weekend. But it is what it is. You know, try not to dwell too much on what we missed. Let's focus more on what we can catch. So that's where we're at right now. QQQ. All eyes, 486.25. Also, there's 478, 477 demand. So if we could pull back on QQQ, 478, 477, that's where we look for a demand bounce. Main watch is going to be that continuation above 486.25, where we can look to go long back into 491, 493. That's the game plan here. Now, what I do want to talk about is all scenarios, as always. And just a little learning lesson for you guys, right? You guys need to be taking advantage of these lies. I'm not trying to sound, you know, cocky or anything other than trying to help you guys. That's it, right? Like, I don't want to just sit here and give you guys my trading plan for the week ahead, which I can do. I can sit here and say, oh, I'm watching this, I'm watching that. Adios, bye, right? I don't think you guys understand. And like I said, I'm not trying to sound anything other than helpful to you guys. Please, right? You have me on here with years and years and years of experience. I've shown proof of me making 7 figures plus in the past 3 years alone, right? Whether it was crypto, just trading in general, whether it's crypto, options, whatever it may be, futures, right? You guys have seen year after year, month after month, week after week. A lot of you guys have live traded with me for years, right? Like, take advantage of it, right? Sit there and say, why was Felony watching this demand, right? Why was this a demand? Right? Go back and look at the chart, reanalyze it, say, why was he watching this setup? Why did he say this about the charts? Right? Trust me, right? If I was in your guys' position, my eyes would be literally stuck to the screen. I would have a notepad in each hand, taking notes with my mouse because both of my hands had notepads in them. Right? That's what I would do. I wish I had a person like myself. And like I said, I don't want to sound anything other than helpful to you guys. Right? That's it. Right, you guys know I don't charge you anything. I don't do anything for like that. Even my mentorship. Once you sign up for my mentorship, that's it. Right? I don't have a public Discord. I don't plan on opening a public Discord. I trade, right? And nothing against anybody that does, right? I congratulate those guys making 500K, 600K, 700K, $1 million a month, right? That's absolutely awesome. I'm extremely proud of you, right? And to be honest, it sounds great, but there's a lot of responsibility comes with it, and I'm not at the position in my life where I want to, right? I make great money. I'm not greedy at the moment. I don't want to sacrifice my name and my brand for a couple dollars, right? Because a lot of people, they put out these big, they over promise and under deliver when it's supposed to be the other way around, right? You want to under promise and over deliver, and that's my whole goal, right? Is to provide value to you guys in every aspect possible. And I know if I put myself in a position to where I couldn't do that, that would remove credibility from my name. I don't want that, right? I've been doing this for years, and I plan on continue to do it in every aspect, right? Maybe one day, who knows? I might open a free one or whatever the case may be. I don't know, right? But at the moment, this is just what I'm telling you guys, right? Take advantage of it, right? Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. It's the best thing I can tell you guys. So that's what we're watching here on QQQ. Like I said, this is an absolute beautiful chart. Definitely getting a little bit of FOMO looking at that Friday move, but hey, it is what it is, right? This massive demand here, as long as we're above it, we can look for pullbacks into it to go long, right? Or if we get above this 43.70, back above this 46.25, that's where we can look to go long for continuation to the upside. All eyes are on this 46.25 level, okay? So if we get above that, that's where we can confidently look to go long. Bro, I'm about to lose my shit with this fucking ads thing. I swear to God I am. Y'all are killing me, man. Just when I think they go away, someone says an ad, and it's fucking driving me crazy because I don't know how to stop it. I genuinely don't know how to stop it. We got about like 15 more minutes, so just hang tight with me, guys. I will figure this shit out next time, and they won't be there. I promise you. I don't know, man. This shit's tripping me out. Just I'm like, okay, maybe the ads are done. Someone says ad. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go again. But yeah, that's what we're watching here on QQQ. SPY, let's get it. Let's get it. As you guys know, right, we went over ES. Beautiful chart here, monthly, weekly, daily. Right now, SPY is just a macro break and retest, right? Beautiful, right? We had these previous all-time highs here, 565, 66. This is where I honestly went wrong on Friday, right? I was overly focused on Tesla. Don't get me wrong. Tesla was a great setup, but this macro break and retest deserved more attention from me, and I didn't give it to it, and that was the mistake that I made. So, of course, I went and journaled about it, but this is a beautiful chart, right? Beautiful chart here on SPY. You guys can see this is what we want to see, right? This is beautiful. We had that all-time high break. Now we're trading above that macro demand, which was a macro supply. Now we can look for that continuation, right? SPY is just a perfect flag back into these previous all-time highs. This chart is the definition of beautiful bullish break and retest of where this is a trade that you can afford to put more risk on. All the components of putting risk on a trade are there. We have macro breakout. We have confluence through all multiple time frames, right? Everything we look for in terms of putting risk on is there. These type of setups is where the money is made, specifically from Friday into the weekend, like the swings, right? But what we need to be watching here on SPY, all eyes on this demand, 565, 566. As long as we're above this, you can't be shorting into it, okay? We want to watch this area for a demand bounce. If you want a higher risk setup, watch above 569. Very likely to push back into this 573. 573 is the line in the sand. 573 correlates to that ES 5800. So if we can get above 573, that's where we can confidently look for those pullbacks to go long for new all-time highs. That is the game plan here on SPY. Pull back into 565, 566 for the demand bounce, or above 573 to go long above that ES 5800. Now, as always, I like to keep you guys prepared in all scenarios. If the market gets weak, right? Let's say, for example, somehow the market gets weak. If we can break back below this 565 level, that would then trigger a short entry back down into this 560. 560 is the line in the sand here. If we get below 560, floodgates have opened. 550, 650, back down to the 553, right? So all eyes are on this 565 level. All eyes on this 573 level. Beautiful. What ads are they? That's what I'm curious about. I wonder what ads they would put on a video like this or a live. Like, I didn't even know there could be ads on a live. Like, the whole point is to watch it live, right? Like, I feel like that's the whole point of a live, is to watch it live. Am I right or wrong? Like, why would you put ads on a live? Because it's going to stop the live. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's what we're watching on SPY. This is an absolute beautiful, beautiful chart in every aspect. We just broke those all-time highs. Now we're retesting in this beautiful bull flag. Long as we're above this 565, 566, in my opinion, the risk reward is long. Right? If we get above 573, that's where we confidently look for those pullbacks to go long for continuation to the upside. You cannot be shorting in this 565, 566. Anybody says anything other about this chart, fuck them. That's all I gotta say. But alrighty, you guys, let's get into the individual names for the week ahead. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. First things first. Here we're gonna go over crowd. My goodness, what a trade from Friday. Serious question. How many of you guys caught crowd from me? Traded live with the Instagram on Friday, mentees, and we fucking nailed crowd. Crowd was an insane trade, and I'm super excited for the week ahead. Who caught crowd? Seriously. Where y'all at? $750%. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys can see the rationale for crowd. This was beautiful, right? We had that big structure break, 284. That's why I took crowd on Friday. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. Beautiful chart for this week too. So if you got some FOMO, don't worry about it. We're all good. But yeah, beautiful chart here on crowd. You guys can see weekly is absolutely beautiful. Nice rising volume through last week's session. After reclaiming this massive structure here, put in a new higher low followed by a higher high, flip this weekly chart on our way to fill this massive gap into 365. This is my top watch for the week ahead, right? Every aspect my top watch. This is a beautiful chart. Just reclaim that massive structure, as I said. Beautiful rising volume here. Nice strong close through Friday. This is a beautiful chart. Beautiful, beautiful chart. So the game plan here on crowd is going to be two things, right? One is if we can pull back into this demand here, right? 284, 286. If crowd can pull back into this demand here, 284, 286, that's where we can look for a high confidence demand bounce. On the flip side, if crowd can continue to see strength, get back above 300, that's where we can look to go long for continuation to the upside. This thing has nothing but room, right? Both ends of this trade are absolutely beautiful. You guys can see that was a first day move on Friday. So going into tomorrow, we're looking for that second day continuation above 300. Above 300, it has nothing but room back into 316.75. Above this 316.75, you guys can see we have a beautiful daily gap fill back into this 336. This chart is beautiful, right? In my opinion, right? Long as we're above this 284, 286, this is worth a swing, right? If crowd pulls back, right? Crowd pulls back into this 284, 286. One, I'll look to take a relief bounce on weekly contracts, but I'll also look to pick up a swing for about a month out, right? With a stop loss below 283.50, right? That's my game plan here. So if we pull back into this demand, one, take an intraday relief bounce on weekly contracts. Two, grab a swing for a month out. I think this chart can see a lot higher in the near future, long as it's above that 284, 286. This is a beautiful, beautiful chart. You guys can see why. This is my hands down top watch for the week ahead. If anyone is wondering where we entered on Friday, this is just a classic setup, right? We had that massive supply at 284, 286, broke it, so that supply is now demand. Very simple approach, right? We started flagging intraday, pulled back into this demand. We entered right here, right? Just a classic break and retest. We sold right back to this 300 level for over 200% on next week contracts. Beautiful trade, just classic break and retest. So this week, what are we looking for? Same thing, pull back, break and retest. Very, very simple. So that's what we're watching there on crowd. Next setup we got for the week ahead is going to be Meta. Meta's been a big outperformer through last week's trading. What we're watching this week is a retest of those previous all-time highs. As you guys can see here, we had a beautiful triple top, flat top, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful. Nice rising volume through Friday session, Thursday session, even Wednesday session. Nice volume here on Meta. Nice strong break of these previous all-time highs. Nice, very nice strong close here on the weekly through last week's session with rising volume. All the all the components of Meta going higher are there. Even if we pull back, still beautiful chart. Meta pulls back into this 545, 547 area. One, I'm going to look to take a demand bounce on weekly contracts, but I'm also going to look to pick up a swing on a month out for Meta. So the game plan is we pull back into this demand, 545, 547. I'm going to look to pick up a demand bounce on weekly contracts, and I'm also going to do the same thing as I spoke about with Crowd, which is pick up a swing for about a month out on Meta with a stop loss back below 543. Okay, that's the game plan here. Look to take a relief bounce, 545, 547. Weekly contracts, also grab monthly contracts with a stop below 543 for a swing. That would be the game plan on Meta. In the case that we continue to show strength, if we can get above 565, I think we're really going to squeeze back to 570 plus. So I want to keep this level on watch for a break and a hold to go long for continuation on Meta. And that is the game plan here. Those are my two top watches, Crowd and Meta, for upside continuation or that pullback to go long. And that is what I'm watching here. PayPal, if you'll notice, this is pretty much an identical setup to Crowd, to Meta. This is a beautiful, beautiful chart. We had that macro breakout on PayPal last week of that previous structure here. So what we need to be watching, right? What we need to be watching. We need to be watching a pullback into the 74, 75 area, right? You guys can see here, had that beautiful, beautiful gap up on Thursday. Friday, we had that nice consolidation day, forming a potential 3-bar play. Right? We have that first bar, which is the breakout bar, second bar, which is the pause bar, which is Friday. So we're going to look for that 3-bar play sometime this week if we can get above that 78 level. The levels we need to be watching here are 74, 75, which is that previous structure here, that resistance, which is now support. So if PayPal can pull back into 74, 75, we can look to take a demand bounce on weekly contracts. Same game plan as Crowd, same game plan as Meta. What we need to be doing is if we pull back into this demand, we need to be entering a swing position. Right? This is my top watch along with Meta and Crowd. PayPal can pull back into 74, 75 area. That's where I'm going to look to take a demand bounce on weekly contracts and also grab a swing for a month out. My stop loss on PayPal is going to be below 73.50. Okay, so that's the game plan here on PayPal. Absolute beautiful, 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 beautiful chart here. Now, if we continue to show strength, if we get above this 78 level, that's where we can look to go long for continuation to the upside. This thing has nothing but room back into 80 plus. This is an absolute beautiful, 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 beautiful chart along with Meta and Crowd. Those are my 3 top watches for the week ahead. Make sure that you guys set alerts. These are beautiful, beautiful charts. All right, specifically this PayPal chart got this nice potential 3-bar play after that very strong macro breakout here of this 74, 75 area. This is a beautiful chart, especially with that rising volume. Nice strong close through Thursday, consolidation through Friday. This chart looks primed to go. Right, look at the weekly chart, beautiful strong close here. Monthly, absolute beautiful strength through September so far. This is a very nice chart. Look at the monthly on Crowd as well. This chart wants and can go a lot higher. Same with Meta, so it looks good. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Just try to ride out this live with me. I'm super sorry about the ad stuff. I wish I could do something about it. I tried. I turned off monetization even for my other videos. So I don't know. I've never had this problem before, but yeah, man. So hopefully you guys just hang out for me. Yeah, it's all good, man. People aren't used to it. You know, you gotta realize I've been doing these lives for years. So I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Why are you throwing ads on this shit now? To be honest, right, I'm interested to see if I do make money from this. If I do make money, how much is it? Right? I mean, if they're putting ads on my video, someone's getting paid for it. So it better be me. That's all I know. I can put ads on my shit all you want. Just pay me for it. That's all I ask. Fuck. Right now, I don't know what's going on. But if there was communication in terms of YouTube saying, hey, we're going to throw ads on your shit for your lives, hey, let me know. That's all I ask. So if anybody from YouTube's listening, let me know. Right? That's all I ask. Alrighty, Tesla. Tesla is an absolute beautiful setup as well. We caught this twice last week. Caught the initial breakout, which is the setup you guys see me post on Instagram. Took that break and retest of 236. We went long on Tesla on Thursday right here at 236. Caught this whole move, right? We entered weekly contracts here at 236. Sold into new highs. We also entered next week contracts here at 236, sold into this 245 level for the daily gap fill. If anybody took this trade with me, you guys can attest that this trade was an absolute beauty. I told you guys through and through the game plan. Entered on the retest weekly and next week, sold the weeklies for like 25%, held the next weeks all the way into 245. That was a beautiful trade. And then Friday, this was one of the main trades we took. Absolutely bottom tick Tesla. We went long on Tesla here at 236, literally entered exactly at the bottom, sold back into this structure here. I think it was about 40%, and then Tesla ran like 100% after. It's all good. But what we're watching for the week ahead on Tesla is pretty much the same thing we were doing last week, right? This is a beautiful, beautiful chart on Tesla here. Similar setup as PayPal, right? We had that macro breakout here on Tesla, which was Thursday, right? So this is the breakout bar. This is number one, right? This is the first bar. Friday, we had that nice consolidation, which is that second bar. We're looking for that 3-bar play, right? In order to confirm that 3-bar play, it needs to be above 245. So the game plan on Tesla here is two things, right? If Tesla pulls back into this 235, 236 area again, we can't look for a demand bounce, right? It's higher risk due to how close we're trading to it. But if we do pull back into demand, we can watch for a demand bounce. The main watch here is going to be that 3-bar play above 245, where we can look to go long for continuation to the upside. I think Tesla can see 250, 260 if we get above that 245. So this is a very, very clean chart. Make sure you guys set your alerts. Looks very, very, very good. Next, we have Apple. I want to say a couple things I want to talk about Apple, right? A couple things I want to talk about Apple. First, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. There we go. Apple. Very interesting chart here, right? Friday was actually one of our very strong names, right? So that's what I want to speak about right now on Apple. First, let's go to this monthly. Monthly's pretty strong, right? We all know that. But what I want to talk about is this weekly chart, daily and hourly, right? So yes, Apple's has been very strong. Let's get that out of the way. But what I want to talk about is this daily chart, right? Look at Friday's action. We were very strong, pushed into this macro supply here, 233, right? You guys can see this very significant level. Pushed into it, failed, got some news, and absolutely dumped. Flipping that bullish Friday bar into a very bearish candlestick, right? So with that being said, I want to keep Apple on watch for weakness, right? This is a beautiful chart after rejecting that major supply, right? You guys can see here, we got that beautiful double top, attempted to break, created that failure to go higher, seeing extreme weakness into Friday's close. This is a nice setup, right? A beautiful setup. All the circumstances for Apple to see lower are there. And if the market gets weak, Apple's already relatively weak, we should see a much better move here, right? So what we need to be watching on Apple, first things first, if we can get below that structure here from Friday at 227, we can look to go short back down to this 225 area at this major demand. If we get down to this 225 area, I do want to then flip long for a demand bounce. As you guys can see, this is a very big demand. So the game plan is go short below 227, down to this 225 area where we can flip long for a relief bounce. Main watch for downside continuation is going to be below 225. If we lose 225, this is lights out down into 222.70 and then 220. So this is the main watch here on Apple. One of my top short watches for the week ahead after Friday's weakness. This is a beautiful chart. Beautiful, beautiful chart. There's one more thing I want to talk about that I didn't post on my watch list. It's higher risk, right? But as you guys can see here, we've had a major supply at this 229.50, 230 level for some time. You guys can see that this is a major supply. Back at this interaction, held as demand, failed again as supply, failed again as supply, held as demand. Now we're back below it, so it's acting as supply again. What we can watch is a potential head and shoulders setup here, right? You guys can see we have the left shoulder, we have the head. So if Apple pushes back into this 229.50, 230 area, we can look for a rejection, right? That's what I want to watch here at Apple. Main watch is going to be below 227 to go short down into 225, but we can watch that 229.50, 230 area for rejection if we get up there, all right? And that's what I'm watching here on Apple. That's my game plan for the week ahead. We covered ES, NQ, Crowd, Meta, PayPal, Tesla, Apple. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setups for the head. Well, I do want to cover a few more that I didn't post on my watch list because I didn't want to make it too long. But CRM, this is a very nice chart, and I want you guys take a look at it, right? What does this setup look like? Let's see who actually pays attention. I'm not gonna say you guys don't pay attention, but let's just say, what setup does this look like? I'll give you a hint. It's a trade we cut on Friday. Let's see who gets it right. Let's see who gets this right. Yeah, CRM has a special place in my heart. You guys know I always say that this is ticker that I've had my biggest trading day ever on. Looks just like Crowd, right? Looks just like Crowd. Building into this massive resistance with a gap fill above. Nice rising volume after reclaiming this demand here at 259, 260. This is beautiful, right? This is beautiful. If we can get above 270 on CRM, I think this thing's going to go absolutely parabolic. So the main watch here on CRM is if we can get above 270, that's where we can look to buy that dip to go long. This thing has room literally back into 300. I think this can be, a nice multi-day runner. Now, on the flip side, higher risk setup would be watching it pull back into 259, 261. We can watch this area for demand bounce. It is higher risk if we're trading below that level at 270, okay? So just keep that in mind. Main watch is above 270. We could also watch at 259, 261 for a demand bounce. Honestly, this is my top watch. If we can get above 270 on CRM, all eyes for me will be here, right? This is a beautiful setup. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Another one I don't usually trade is Baba. Now, the reason I want to watch this is because of this massive demand, right? This setup I'll kind of take whenever it happens just because of how significant this demand is. As you guys can see here, this was a massive supply at one point, got that clean gap over it, and now that demand remains untested. So if we can pull back on Baba into this 86, 80, 85, 50 area, this is where we can look for a demand bounce, right? And that's what I want to watch here on Baba. Very simple. Pull back into this 85, 50, 86 area for a demand bounce. Google also do want to go over for a few reasons, right? One is we just had that macro break and retest. So if you look at the monthly chart here, this is a beautiful, beautiful chart, right? You guys can see here, Google is now just forming a beautiful bull flag after retesting this previous all-time high resistance. I wish I would have seen this earlier. If I would have seen this earlier, we would have all been in a Google swing long, right? I didn't see it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to fake and act like I did see it. I didn't see it until this weekend, right? This is an A+ swing setup. If I would have seen this last week, I would have had size in this trade, without doubt. I'm not saying that because it's already happened, but my mentees know these are my favorite setups to trade, right? This is a beautiful chart. Had that previous all-time high resistance at 150, got that beautiful break and retest. To be honest, it still looks good, right? I mean, look at that monthly chart. It's beautiful, right? Pull back in that 150 level, form this beautiful hammer doji. This is the best indication you can get in terms of a bullish reversal, right? Flagging right back to this macro break and retest. I think Google looks absolutely amazing, right? Look at the weekly chart. Beautiful. Failed that previous week's low, wick below it, reclaimed it, closed strong. Here we are now, right? This is a beautiful chart for the week ahead. I think we can still get a lot of value from Google, right? Nice strong close on Friday. Nice rising volume here. This is a beautiful chart, right? So what I want to watch here on Google is two things, right? One is through September, right? This is kind of a what if scenario, right? If, let's say, for example, September closes strong here, right? And then what's the next month? October? October pulls back into 155, 152. That's where I'll look to enter a swing position on Google with the stop below this previous month's low. Same way we trade these setups on lower time frames, you trade them the same way on higher time frames, just obviously you got to give them a lot more time. So that's what I'm going to watch here on Google through September into October. But this week, what I want to watch on Google is two things. One, we just reclaimed this massive demand, which is this 161, 161.50. You guys can see how significant this area is. If we can pull back on Google into this demand, I would be interested in a demand bounce. Okay? Main watch is going to be continuation after this consolidation here. If we can get above 164 on Google, I think we'll trade a lot higher in the 166, 169. So make sure you guys set alerts here so you do not miss if Google gives us that move. All right? Next, Amazon. A few of you guys have been typing a lot about Amazon. I'm not super fond of this chart, to be honest with you, but Friday's daily close looks very good, right? It does look very good. We pretty much engulfed that previous day's close. Massive rising volume here. We got that bullish engulfing. Amazon could gain some momentum, right? So if it does, what we need to be watching is this 193 level. This is absolutely huge, right? So the only thing I'll be watching here on Amazon is if we can get above 193, that's where we can confidently look to pick up those dips to go long. We could see it move back into 197, potentially even 200, okay? So all eyes are going to be on this 193 level for Amazon. All right, that's what I'm watching there. Gold, I just want to pat myself on the back because for one, I'm fucking him, right? We like, come on, I'm him, right? We nailed this swing on gold. We entered a swing on gold right here. Literally right here. Caught this whole move. Whole fucking move. Whole move. How many of you guys caught gold? I really hope you guys caught this because one, I don't tell you guys often when I put size in a trade, but I told you one, for Tesla, I had size in it, and two, a swing for gold, I told you I had size in. And just a side note, our past 19 swings have been green, right? Past 19 swings were fucking huge. But yeah, that was huge. Gold was beautiful. I posted gold for everyone as well. I posted on Instagram, posted everywhere. This was a beautiful swing, and this chart still looks good. That's why I'm talking about it right now. So what I would watch on gold is if we can pull back into this 240 level, I would look for a demand bounce there. We could look for like a little, maybe like a overnight swing or something if we pull back in this 240. This 240 level is very significant. So if gold can pull back into 240, we can look for a demand bounce there. Or if we get above that 243 on gold, I think this is going to trade higher into 250. So I definitely want to keep this on watch. I personally sold my swing, but I'm looking for every chance I can to re-enter. Looks very, very, very good. Last one here, Zoom. I'm still holding our Zoom swing. Hopefully you guys are as well. This is a beautiful chart, right? Beautiful chart. We're just flagging here on the weekly. We did trim last week, but I'm still holding runners. And honestly, I'm looking for opportunity to add back into it. Got this weekly break and retest here, weekly bull flag, daily chart setting up very nice. Retested this demand here twice, formed that beautiful double bottom. Now we got that inside bar on rising volume. It's a beautiful chart. Right, what we need to be watching here on Zoom is one, as long as we're above this 65, 66, our swing's valid, okay? Our target here is 68.50. That's that recent structure. If we can get above 68.50, we can even look for a day trade above 68.50 back into 70. So that's the game plan here on Zoom. As long as we're above 65, 66, swing's valid. If we get above 68.50, that's when this thing can really get parabolic back into 70, 72. Chart looks very, very good. Very, very good. And just so you guys know, I'm not talking out of my ass. Anything that I say, everybody can attest to. Not just that, but I can show proof for it. Like I don't post Google spreadsheets. I don't just say stuff to say it. I don't flex long-term gains as day trading or swing gains. That's not what I do, right? Whatever I say I do, I do. Promise you, right? My mentees will attest to that. Anything, we've taken, 3 losses in the past 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. And very reasonable losses. Took a loss on Apple on Friday, which was about 20%. Loss before that, I can't remember. Loss before that, I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, we haven't taken a loss over 20%, which is what our system is. And I love trading with my mentees for multiple reasons, right? One is we're all trading the same system. We're all trading the same strategy. So I don't have a million people tagging me, asking me why I'm in a setup or how did I find this or how did I do it. No, everybody knows exactly why I'm in this trade. Everybody knows exactly where my target is, my stop, right? It's a much easier trading experience on both ends, right? And I love all of you guys, right? I would love to open a public Discord, maybe one day. But like I said, I'm not in a spot in my life where I want to take on that type of responsibility and not be able to deliver where I can deliver. So that's why I don't have a public Discord, and I don't plan on opening one anytime soon. Future, who knows? But right now, no. Right now, no. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. We've covered an absolute ton tonight. Live is a little bit longer than usual due to me trying to figure out that ad situation. But hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live, man. Let me see how many likes we got on this video. Or this live, excuse me. So we can do the giveaways. Let me see where we're at. How many likes we got here? 233. Okay, so I owe you guys one giveaway right now. Let's go ahead and knock that out. But before we do, if anybody has any question, any concerns, any tickers they want me to check out, feel free to post it. Make sure it's something that we usually trade on a day-to-day basis. I don't want to look at anything random. But yeah, man, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. We got some absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setups. You guys, specifically Crowd, Meta, PayPal, all A+ setups for me for the week ahead. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. Seriously, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, especially you guys have been attending for years, attending for months. Even anybody who's a first-time viewer tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live. Hopefully you guys learned a ton. Hopefully you guys took down the trading plan for the week ahead. And seriously, I just want to say I thank you guys for your time. I know a lot of you guys got stuff going on in your day-to-day life that probably could interfere, right? And I just want to say I appreciate your guys' time, all right? But all right, let's get into this giveaway, and we'll go ahead and call it a night. Before we do, we'll check out one ticker. Let's see, NVIDIA, that's a good one. We'll check out NVIDIA, and then we'll rock out. NVIDIA, what we can watch here is, actually, this is what I wanted to put on my watch list too. I forgot about this. 120. We've been watching this for a long time on NVIDIA. If we can get above 120, that's where we can confidently go long on NVIDIA for a move back into 124.40. All right. In terms of downside, I think if NVIDIA loses 115.50, that's where we can see some nice downside into 112 and 110. So very clean chart here. Just got to wait for one of those levels to break. Yeah, man, right now the mentorship is closed, but obviously if you want, right, and I'm going to give you guys some free game. You guys can do it as you wish. Right now the mentorship is closed, but you can sign up for the next one, right? So if you sign up right now, you'll take advantage of all the benefits of being a mentee before the actual mentorship starts. So you guys can do that with that information as you wish. Everything is lifetime access. You guys know where to find it. I'm not a very salesy person. I don't want to push anything on you guys. That's why I don't talk about my charts. That's why I don't talk about my mentorship. Someone asks about it, I'll respond one time, but I don't want to push anything on you guys. You guys have, I appreciate your time. That's all I appreciate, right? I'm not going to sit here and try to market to you guys all night. No, I started this live to give you guys value, go over my trading plan and prepare for the week ahead, show you guys how I prepare, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make this about anything other than that. But all right, you guys, let's get into this giveaway, then we'll go ahead and call it a night. Let's see here. Settings, how do I set this up? They changed everything around again. Keyword giveaway, next. Viewers, 1 time. Regulars, 3 times. Luck. Channel members, 2 times. Regulars are going to get 4 entries. Channel members, if you're subscribed, 2. Viewers, 1. Moderators, I don't really have any, I don't think. But, all right, the keyword, what's a good keyword? Yeah, why not? We'll keep it turbo. Let's go. Turbo usually does well. Turbo, let's get it. All you gotta do is type turbo in the chat 1 time and you guys are good to go. Good luck to everybody. Again, whether you win or don't win, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. And yeah, man, let's get it. You'll see your name pop up. Everybody be good to go. I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Take a drink of water and I'll be right back. Oh shit, I'm muted. My bad. Ah, fuck, I feel bad. Damn. I think I have to give it to Gustavo. It was within 30 seconds, but you didn't type within the 30 seconds. You did. I'll put it in you guys' hand. Should I give it to him? It's my fault. I was muted. That was my fault. So I'll give it to him. Whatever. I'll give it to him. That's my fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. That's my fault. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. My bad, man. My bad. I was like, bro, you got 30 seconds. All you gotta do is type one time. I feel bad. Yeah, no, he didn't know. I'll give it to him. It's all good. Alright, I'll give it to him. Alright, we'll do one more. That was my fault. I fucked up. My fault. My fault. My fault. Alright, reset all the entries. We'll do one more. Sorry, guys. Alright, 4 times. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, blah, blah, blah. My fault. My fault. My fault. One more. Shit, my bad, y'all. What do I want to be? My bad, man. My bad. I know there's a big lag, Jacqueline. I don't know why. It's always been like that. Keyword. Let's see. Damn, bro. Why can't I think right now? My brain is fucking fried. Keyword's gonna be fried. Nah, man, I don't smoke. I haven't smoked in probably like 7-8 years. Again, man, but like I said, if you guys win or not, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, seriously. After this, I do have to go, though. We're definitely over the hour mark I like to be at. So we'll make it quick. Alright, we'll give it 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Alvaro Rao. Actually, I know why it's doing what it's doing. I'm going to do one more after this just for a test. I messed up with the settings. That's what I did. I messed up with the settings. I missed the first one too, Dom. My fault about that. I missed the first one. Fuck. I'm slacking tonight. Alvaro Rao. How many lives have you attended? Attended quite a few, man. Appreciate all your support. I want to do one more, test something out, make this quick. Reset all, we'll make it quick. Next. Change this to 1. We're just going to give away channel members. Let's put that at 3. There we go. Next. Make this quick. Done. Keyword is quick. Make this quick. Yeah, I'll make this super quick. Give it to everybody 10 seconds. I just want to test something out real quick. I was only supposed to do 1 giveaway, by the way, but here I am doing fucking 3. You're gonna make me go broke. Alright. Good luck, everybody. That's a minty. That's a good winner. David, congrats, brother. Congrats, my brother. I bet you're happy too, bro. I've seen you say a couple times, like, damn, I see my name pop up. I'm glad David won. Let's go. Let's go. It's a good winner right there. Good winner. That's one of my mentees. If you guys, again, it's up to you guys. On my Twitter, right? Right now, I'm at 4,075. Right? 4,075. If I get to 5K by Halloween, I will give away a mentorship. I will give away 1K cash. I will give 500, 500, 500. So there you guys go. You guys see me give away 1,000, so this is nothing new. But yeah, if you guys want a chance to win the mentorship, if I hit 5K before Halloween, right? That's Sunday live on November 3rd. I will give away mentorship spot. $1,000 cash to the second winner. Third and fourth, get $500 each. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, be sure to follow me. And yeah, man, regardless if you do it or don't, I don't like telling you guys to do anything. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me. That's completely up to you guys. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody taking their time tonight to come kick it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Somebody asked about a mentorship, so that's why I said that. I like to give a spot away here and there. But yeah, man, appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight. As always, I will see the majority of you guys tomorrow morning. And yeah, man, hope you guys have a great night. Manifesting a big week for everyone. And yeah, man, keep you guys updated on the small account I'm going to do on YouTube. I'm going to live trade for a whole month. Keep you guys updated on that. And yeah, man, again, you guys have a great night. I'll see most of you guys in the morning. Peace, everybody.